can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for their fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Complete to Chris.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
A 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
In pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 4. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check, lucky. 18 Cardinal.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. 16 yards, a first down.
19-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
On 2nd down now, it's Barrett.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 12.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Godwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Barrett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14. Bradley Pinion.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Out of the gun now on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 22-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dietrich Wise with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Well, typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive. Stay up with this.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Ball carrier.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Buccaneers 14.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard
from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run on 1st down. Barrett. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 10-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barrett, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
That's caught inside the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barrett, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for San Francisco, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones. Go.